was filled with flowers. Beneath 3 radiant chandeliers, more than 100 couples were rotating in near-perfect synchrony. The men were dressed in black tails, piqué shirts, and white gloves, the women in gowns of tulle and crêpe de chine. On a raised platform, a small orchestra was playing Strauss's Rosen aus dem Süden, and when the Waltz King's famous, heartwarming melody was reprised, a number of onlookers began a sympathetic humming chorus, smiling with recognition and benign sentimentality. Liebermann felt Amelia Lydgate's right hand tighten with anxiety in his left. A vertical line appeared on her forehead as she struggled to follow his lead. "I do apologize, Dr. Liebermann. I am such a poor dancer." She was wearing a skirted décolleté gown of green velvet, and her flaming red hair was tied up in silver ribbons. The pale, unblemished planes of her shoulders reminded the young doctor of polished Italian marble. "Not at all," said Liebermann. "You're doing very well for a novice. Might I suggest, however, that you listen more carefully to the music, the beat?" The Englishwoman returned a puzzled expression. "The beat," she repeated. "Yes, can you not?" Liebermann paused and made an effort to conceal his disbelief. "Feel it?" Liebermann's right hand pressed gently against Amelia's back, emphasizing the first accented beat in each bar. However, his guidance had no noticeable effect on her performance. "Very well, then," said Liebermann. "Perhaps you will find the following useful. The natural turn consists of 3 steps in which you move forward and rotate clockwise by 180 degrees, followed by 3 steps in which you move backward and rotate again by 180 degrees. For the forward turn, you move forward on your right foot, rotating it to the right by 90 degrees, followed by your left foot, rotated another 90 degrees so that it is now facing backward." Amelia stopped, tilted her head to one side, and considered these instructions. Then, looking directly into Liebermann's eyes, she said plainly, "Thank you, Dr. Liebermann. That is an altogether superior explanation. Let us proceed." Remarkably, when they began to dance again, Amelia's movements were considerably more fluid. "Excellent," said Liebermann. "Now, if you lean back a little, we will be able to go faster." Amelia did as she was instructed, and they began to revolve more rapidly. "I believe," continued Liebermann, "that the optimal speed of the Viennese waltz is said to be approximately 30 revolutions per minute." He saw Amelia glance at his exposed wristwatch. "However, I do not think it will be necessary for us to gauge our performance against this nominal ideal." As they swung by the orchestra, they were overtaken by a portly couple who, in spite of their ample physiques, danced with a nimbleness and grace that seemed to defy